Hi, it's Yuki. How you guys doing? Well, today I'm going to talk about how to use I am plus noun and you are plus a noun in Japanese. In this video, I'm going to focus on present tense expression and talk about how to use it. For example, I am a student. I'm not a student. And you are a student. Something like that. Well, are you ready? Let's get started. それではどうぞ。First of all, there is one important thing. We sometimes avoid saying the subjects when the subject is clear from context. I don't think it's easy to completely understand, but I would just like you to know that Japanese people sometimes avoid saying the subjects. So please just keep in mind. Well, let's look at the basic usage of them. If you literally translate those phrases into Japanese, it would be like that. 私はです。I am blah blah. あなたはです。You are blah blah. These two sentences are polite expression. Then, next two sentences are casual expression. 私はI am blah blah. あなたは You are blah blah. You can put a noun in the blank part of those sentences. By the way, あなた is not usually used in Japanese, so it's better to use the name of someone who you are mentioning. When you mention someone's name in English, you have to change the grammar, don't you? For example, Naruto is a human. In this case, you have to use is instead of am, right? However, in Japanese, you don't have to change the grammar like that. I mean, you can use someone's name instead of anata without changing the grammar. Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 私は侍です。I am a samurai. 炭治郎は侍です。Tanjiro is a samurai. 私は女の子。I am a girl. 禰豆子は女の子。禰豆子 is a girl. As I mentioned, the basic forms are here. When you say your name, you can use this form. For example, 私はゆうきです。I am Yuki. However, when you say your name, there are other ways to say it. Here is the list of them. って言います。と言います。This means you can answer only your name. You can put your name in the blank part of those sentences. Incidentally, when we use those phrases, we usually avoid saying the subjects. Well, I'm going to break it down one by one. First, this phrase. って言います。This is as polite as 私はです。But it's more colloquial expression. Well, I'm going to show you example sentences. 炭治郎って言います。I'm Tanjiro. ナルトって言います。I'm Naruto. Then, I'm going to show you example conversation so that it will be easier to understand the usage of it, just in case. あ、どうも、はじめまして、炭治郎って言います。あ、はじめまして、ナルトです。Then, next, this one. と言います。This is a little bit more polite those sentences. However, the usage is the same as って言います。Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 禰豆子と言います。I'm 禰豆子。サスケと言います。I'm Sasuke. This is casual expression, and when you are asked your name, you can answer only your name. Well, I'm going to show you example conversation. 名前なんて言うの？炭治郎。You can use the phrase just like that. However, when you meet someone for your first time, I think it's better to use a polite way, so I recommend using these phrases. When you talk about your job, you can also use the basic form. For example, ウェブデザイナーです。I'm a web designer. However, there are other ways to say it when you talk about your job. をしています。をやっています。These are polite expression. Then, next two sentences are casual expression. をしている。をやっている。You can put the name of your job in the blank part of those sentences. These two sentences have the same meaning. Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. ウェブデザイナーをしています。I'm a web designer. 医者をやっています。I'm a doctor. 英語の先生をしている。I'm an English teacher. 歌手をやってる。I'm a singer. Well, I'm going to show you example conversation just in case. 何の仕事をされているんですか？英語の先生をしています。炭治郎さんは何をされているんですか？デザイナーをやっています。There's one thing you should be careful about. If you are a student, you might say 学生をしています。However, it sounds a little bit unnatural. But, honestly, there's some Japanese people who says 学生をしています。So, if I hear that, I'll get it. But I don't think it's good. So, it's better to use the basic form. Well, I'm going to show you example sentences. 学生です。I'm a student. 中学生です。I'm a junior high school student. 高校生です。I'm a high school student. 大学生です。I'm a university student. Well, I'm going to talk about the negative forms. The negative forms are here. 私はではないです。私はではありません。These sentences are polite expression. Then, next two sentences are casual expression. 私はじゃない。私はではない。It means I'm not blah blah. Well, you can put a noun in the blank part of those sentences. Incidentally, you can use someone's name instead of 私. Well, I'm going to break it down one by one. This is a polite way. As I mentioned, whether you need the subjects depends on context. By the way, you can put よ after those phrases. As you put it, it will sound softer. Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 私は炭治郎ではないです。I'm not 炭治郎。私は英語の先生ではないですよ。I'm not an English teacher. 社会人ではないですよ。I'm not employed person. 社会人 is often used in Japanese. It means employed people or people who have his own business, except for students. When we meet someone who looks around 20 years old, we tend to ask if he is an employed person or a student. Well, I'm going to give you example conversation. あ、どうも、はじめまして、炭治郎と言います。あ、はじめまして、ナルトと言います。炭治郎さんは社会人ですか？いえ、社会人ではないですよ。大学生です。Then, this one. 私はではありません。This is also polite, but it sounds a little bit more formal than 私はではないです。Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 私は学生ではありません。I'm not a student. 禰豆子は医者ではありませんよ。禰豆子 is not a doctor. Then, next. These two sentences are causal and this has the same meaning. Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 僕は中学生ではないよ。I'm not a junior high school student. 俺は高校生ではないよ。I'm not a high school student. ナルトは大学生ではないよ。Naruto is not a university student. Well, we have studied how to use I am plus a noun and you are plus a noun so far. There is one more thing I would like to talk about. It is yes and no. There are several ways to say yes and no in Japanese. Well, let's look at them. はい。This means yes. はい is polite. Is casual. Then next. いいえ。いえ。いや。This means no. Then いいえ is polite. いえ is also polite. いや is a casual. Is also casual. You can use these words before the phrase that we have learned in this video. Well, I'm going to give you example sentences. 中学生 Are you a junior high school student? 中学生 Yes, I'm a junior high school student. 大学生ですか Are you a university student? はい、大学生です。Yes, I'm a university student. ナルトさんは高校生ですか Are you a high school student? いえ、高校生ではありません。No, I'm not a high school student. 炭治郎は社会人 Are you an employed person? 社会人じゃないよ。No, I'm not an unemployed person. Well, we have studied how to use I am plus a noun and you are plus a noun in Japanese. How was that? I hope it's helpful for your studies. By the way, I've created an exam when it comes to today's topic. You can review today's lesson through the exam, so please just try it. You can take the exam from here. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section in this video. Of course, if you like this lesson, please don't forget to give the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon. それじゃ、いってらっしゃい。